Alright, y'all. Welcome back. Week 4? Already 4 weeks in. This is the 4th episode of the Continuity Cast. What's up? What's happening? It's me, ya boy. I don't know why I said all that. I'm probably gonna cut it. Probably not. I got too much pride. But let's try this again. What's going on, everybody? What's up, YouTube? How you doing, YouTube? What's up, YouTube? How y'all doing, YouTube? What's up, YouTube? What's up, YouTube? What's up, YouTube? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Nah, I'm not gonna do that to him. Nah, look, I'm not gonna bite off his style. But good morning, everybody, on this beautiful Sunday morning. And welcome back to the Continuity Cast, Week 4, Episode 4. It's me, your boy, Chris Cage, aka Cocaine Cage. How y'all doing today? So, all those 3,000 introductions aside, let's go ahead and jump into it. So, let's go ahead and just do a weekly catch up. So, this week has mostly been a slow week for me. It took me fucking forever to try and think of what the hell I'm gonna talk about in front of this damn camera, but I finally got some stuff together. Nothing. But the show goes on anyway, you know what I'm saying? So, this week, I told myself I wasn't gonna do this, but I gotta talk about The Boys because The Boys continues to impress me more and more and more, and the more I fall in love with it, the more I keep looking online for like that kind of validation to see, alright, well, who else loves it? Well, I'm not really expecting nobody else to love it like I do because I see some people have a issue with the pacing within the second season. Me personally, I fucking love it. So in the first season, shit was popping off every episode. Something happened. Like these motherfuckers was ripping, running, and moving. Well, here in the second season, it looks like they slowed it down a little bit to focus on the more personal, more emotional aspect of these characters. And when I tell you, I fucking love this shit because everybody is three-dimensional. Every fucking body, in my opinion, except for maybe like Mr. Edgar. But we, episode 6, we got more of Frenchie's backstory, and then we got a lot of information on Lamplighter. We got to see like the relationship between the two, and then we kind of got like a little plot twist with Lamplighter fucking working with the squad, like he working with the boys. Look, I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at that in the slightest, but what I didn't realize was within that same episode, it turns out that as soon as fucking, what's her name? Mallory? Man, I can't remember her name. You can barely see the lady. Damn, it's sad. I can't remember her name right now, but so she, boss lady is over here trying to, basically tell Lamplighter what the fuck to do, and obviously he ain't having that shit. So like as soon as he walks off, that's when we find out that was the mission where Frenchie was supposed to tell him the entire time. And obviously Frenchie, he does his job until he gets a call from, old girl that I thought was his girl, but apparently it's not his girl because he really likes Kimiko. A little bit of mix up on that one, but hey man, go forth to do great things. Fucking, he gets a call and he has to go back to the crib to go save his best friend. Best friend ends up living, and then they're like, fuck off. And then Frenchie's just left assed out. And that is the night that Lamplighter ends up torching the boss lady's grandkids. Truly tragic shit. And the fact that Lamplighter admits he was like, he didn't know. He wasn't supposed to be them. It was supposed to be her. And my boy, MM, he steps up and he says, well, are we supposed to feel fucking bad for you because you didn't know? Are we supposed to feel sorry for you? There's one thing I do love about the show. I love the fact that everybody seems to hold each other accountable. All these characters in some way, shape, or form. With MM, his wife is holding him accountable just for even being on this bullshit again, talking to Butcher. With fucking Lamplighter, yeah, it's emotional. Yeah, it's a mistake, and you seem like you regret it, and you're torturing yourself. But we're not finna fucking forgive you like off rip. Hell no, we don't even know you like that. I love that shit right there. And it gets better because you see somebody like Frenchie. We've already gotten episodes where Frenchie is, I think he's talking to old girl Sherry, I think that's her name, about how much he regrets the things that he's done in the past and how he's trying to save Kimiko to try and, in a way, save himself. They ain't really working out too well, a little bit of a hit or miss, but you get more insight on that. And like I said, I'm loving The Boys, but one main thing I love about The Boys, I love the fucking villains. Dog, that interesting twist about Stormfront, I know shit fell for it. I legit thought that that picture was her and her mom or her grandma or some shit. Turns out that Adele is Stormfront's daughter. Dog, she was born in 1919 in Germany, and she's a fucking Nazi. That is interesting. I gotta say, these writers keep finding more and more ways to make these heroes detestable, make these villains more and more like you just hate them, but you love to hate them. And you just can't wait to see. This is why I love the second season so much, and with its nice slower pacing, because it's building up to this grand climax that's gonna happen. And by the way that fucking Homelander's acting, that boy is whipped. He got it. He got it bad. I don't know what Stormfront put down on him, but look, whatever she put down on him, he don't want her to get up. He over here acting a damn fool over this girl all over again. But that's the way that the boy's going. I'm trying my best not to make this a damn weekly breakdown. I'm really trying my best not to, but I love the show so much, and that's damn near the highlight of my week because, like I mentioned in the previous episode, we just had a hurricane down here. So obviously life is going a little bit slower as everybody's trying to recuperate and get most of the damn trees and shit out the road. But hopefully everybody's staying safe, and hopefully everybody's still staying safe from COVID. Pushing on. So not too long ago, and this goes into a little bit of the anime talk that we're going to get into, but not specifically. But recently there was a picture put out, a picture of the live action One Piece adaptation. Whew, goddamn, man, look, I did not like that shit. I do not trust live action adaptations. I don't trust them in the slightest. I didn't trust Bleach. I didn't trust Full Metal Alchemist. I for damn sure didn't trust the American version of Death Note. Didn't trust Dragon Ball Evolution. I didn't trust The Last Airbender. Some things just don't need to be adapted, but because there's money to be made off of fans like myself, hey, they're going to keep trying over and over and over again. I just hope to God that Naruto live action adaptation that was rumored to be happening years ago, I hope it stays dead. Please stay in development hell. But just looking at this picture, the picture itself, it's not my cup of tea. It's not my cup of tea. I feel like cosplays could have did it better. With that being said, you know, it might not be my cup of tea. I don't like the way that Beppo looks. Yeah, fucking the bear from Law's Crew. I don't like the way Beppo looks. I feel as though they might as well have done what the Sonic the Hedgehog creators did, where they kept, you know, obviously they fucked up with the more realistic look, but they corrected themselves when they went back to the more iconic look. Like, it's okay to be the cartoony look. I say you might as well go and stick with that, especially with half of the other designs that you are going to see within One Piece. You might as well go ahead and keep it simple. Now, as much as I'm shitting all over the picture that I saw, I got a little bit of this is what makes me feel like a hypocrite for feeling this kind of way. Just because I ended up listening to The Reverie. The Reverie, for those who don't know, for anybody who's new to the One Piece YouTube community, this is where, like, the top dogs are gathered in one spot. So it's like, I think the lowest number of fucking subscribers is 100,000. That's fucking wild. But these are like huge One Piece fans with a big ass fan base that got on a live stream together, and these, like, yo man, the amount of knowledge that was within that one space on One Piece was already dope. But the fact that they ended up getting the writer of the One Piece live action adaptation made it even more fun to listen to. So they got the dude, Matt Owens, that's his name, to join the live stream, and he got to talk and share his experiences with writing the story, and he even, you know, talked about his own experience with One Piece, and it kind of made me feel like a hypocrite, because as much as I shit all over a lot of live action adaptations, it's because I'm coming from a standpoint where, well, maybe they're just not reading it, maybe they don't care about the source material like we care about it. Nah, man, this dude right here, this writer, like, yo, he sold me. He sold me immediately, because he's coming from, like, his connection to One Piece is a very personal one. So he takes this property, he takes it so seriously. And not only that, but he had to go prove his worth to Oda. Now, this isn't the first time I heard that somebody had to go prove themselves to the creator of One Piece himself. Because if you listen to a lot of the Funimation dub clips, or like the behind the scenes interviews, before they even get casted, they got to get approved by Oda. I don't know if that was just the Straw Hats. I don't know if that's like a lot of the bigger characters, but I'm pretty sure a majority of them have to go through Oda before they get approved. So if you don't like the English dub, got talking to the man himself. I don't know what to tell you on that part. But back to Mr. Matt Owens. Yo, man. Yo, shout out to you. I know you probably ain't going to watch the video, but like I'm saying, shout out to you, because it was extremely refreshing hearing how passionate he spoke about One Piece. He, no shit, started One Piece. I don't know exactly when, but that motherfucker, he grinded that shit out watching One Piece. The anime, no doubt. Watched One Piece and caught up to Punk Hazard before he even, like, before he got knee deep into writing the One Piece live action adaptation. I can't remember the story. Hopefully I get it wrong. If not, somebody correct me in the comments below. Just be nice to me. I'm not good at this yet. But like I was saying, it's so nice to hear how much passion he's putting into it, because you see a lot of properties that just get shoveled out. Dragon Ball Evolution, dog, that shit hurt my fucking spirit. Just thinking about the fact that I wasted an hour and 35 minutes on that shit. I don't even know how long it is, but I'm mad as hell I watched that. From Goku using ki to blow his hair out, to the fact that you use the Kamehameha wave to blow out fucking candles, to them finding out in a grandiose twist that Ozaru was fucking Piccolo's henchman, and it turned out that Goku himself was Ozaru. Yo, man, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck was going on in anybody's head, but I'm so glad that shit dropped dead right then and there. And not even that, just another show, another movie, The Last Airbender. Everybody knows what it was based off of, so I'm not going to get into that. But it's the fact that you see, like, M. Night Shyamalan. I remember this shit specifically. He got on Nickelodeon, like, on the fucking commercial spots. You could see him saying, hey, guess what, guys? It's me, M. Night Shyamalan. I'm directing the movie. Just to let y'all know, I made a couple changes. So first of all, like, the main ones that pissed me off was the fact that they changed Aang's name to Ong. Alright, I understand the intention behind it. I just don't like it because, hey man, I feel as though the writers already showed as much love and respect to the sources that they got it from. So the fact that you already stepping on their feet just by changing this character's name, like, you know, that's a toe step right there. But still, it just doesn't seem necessary. And then he takes it even further where he says, oh, and firebenders need fire to already be there for them to bend it, except for the really powerful firebenders. Then what the fuck? Who's supposed to be scared of firebenders then? You telling me earthbenders who are walking on the earth are afraid of firebenders who need them to... Hold on, wait a minute. Let me get my lighter out. Somebody get some sticks. Somebody, like, start a fire. Give me one little spark. Nah, man, ain't nobody scared of that shit. But then when you go and watch the movie and it took 6 earthbenders to bend one little stone, oh, nah. The disrespect was too much. Too fucking much. And that's just those two. Don't get me started on Death Note. Please. Oh, God. I would have accepted Death Note if they had decided to be original and told their own story. I don't care if Ryuk was in it. I mean, I'm pretty sure Ryuk has had, like, he's what? Fucking thousands and thousands of years old. I'm pretty sure he's gotten bored before or after the story and dropped his Death Note somewhere else for somebody else to get. But the fact that they took my boy Light Yagami and made it what was it, Light Turner? What the fuck? Hell no. It seemed like the only person who actually watched or read Death Note was Lakeith Stanfield, and you can tell that he did because of the way he was sitting up in a lot of scenes, like the way he would sit in the car or sit at I think the cafe scene where he was actually hunched over like L, when he said, if I don't sit this way then I lose deduction by 40%. Alright, that made, like, okay, somebody watched it. And then the way that he was eating, I think, what, the M&Ms or the Skittles, the fact he would grab it like that. Yo, man, I do appreciate you watching. I just wish you had told everybody else to watch it. But one positive thing about it, Willem Dafoe was good. And that's it for the positive. So as you can see, my experiences with live action adaptations, they don't really bode too well. And it's not I'm not gonna harp on the look, because honest, in my opinion, I've seen cosplayers put in way more effort than a lot of these production studios. Like, big ass companies cannot compare to these cosplayers. Point blank, period. Now, with that being said, once again, I got to give props to Mr. Matt Owen just because of the passion that he's putting behind it. He had to sit down with the man himself, the creator of One Piece, and he had to sell himself. Just like he had to prove to Oda, like, yo, man, this is my intention. This is what I believe One Piece to be. This is what I want to bring. This is what I want to create from it. It's not my job to just throw something on there. It's my job to make sure that the story that you are being told gets transferred properly. And I really do appreciate him going in depth and saying these things, because honestly, man, he sold me. He got me for the first 3 episodes. I'll say that. Even though it's the East Blue Saga. So for season 1, he admitted it's gonna be the East Blue Saga, but he's got me for the first 3. All right, I'm gonna stick around. I'll support it for him, but let's just wait to see what the cast is gonna look like, because I'm interested to see how the cast is gonna be. Because if you I can't remember which SBS, but all the Straw Hats like have certain races to them already. Like Luffy's supposed to be Brazilian, Zoro's Japanese, Sanji is French. I want to say Nami is Swedish, Robin's Russian, Frankie's American, and Brooke is Austrian, and then Chopper is, obviously he's Canadian. I guess, I don't know, but nobody cares about Chopper. With that being said, fucking, hey man, I'm waiting to see like some more progress on it. Let me get a trailer before I just say, all right, this is it. I'll watch it, or nah, man, this probably ain't for me. But let's go ahead and push on a little bit more. So, some more into the week. Y'all remember how I said the Celtics are going to the finals, and then we're going to beat the Heat and then go to the finals? Well, I still fucking say that shit. I don't give a damn. The Celtics are currently down 3-2. They play tonight at 6:30. And I didn't really want to speak on it too much because I didn't want to jinx anything. But fuck it. I'm going to ride for my team, win, lose, or if they fall off the fucking face of the earth. I'll be the one to ride for them no matter what. What I have seen recently within the series is it's a lot of Eric Spoelstra coaching. It's that chess match between Eric Spoelstra and Brad Stevens has not been in our favor for a good chunk of it. But the thing that keeps giving me hope is the fact that no matter how many times the Celtics lose, it's always been a close game. It has always been a close game, and the only blowout was in Game 5. Not a blowout, but like a strong win. It's Game 5, and even in that game, Brad Stevens said, "This is the first time that we truly played Celtics basketball." That shit right there gives you hope. And the main thing that I've noticed, so in the 2 Celtics wins, they finally found a way to penetrate the 2-3 zone by placing a competent playmaker within the 2-3 zone with them facing the basket, and then they're able to make passes or make plays from that position. The issue with the 2-3 zone especially is the fact that Jimmy Butler and Jay Crowder are the frontmen of it, and those two motherfuckers are long, athletic, and fast as all hell. So it's already intimidating for somebody like Kemba Walker to try and make a play in that situation or in that predicament. Now, from the 2 games that they have won, Gordon Hayward and Marcus Smart put themselves in the middle of the 2-3 zone, but more recently in Game 5, Daniel Tice found a way to get into the middle of that 2-3 zone. And the fact that he finally stopped passing up the wide open shot. Like, yo, man, we've seen you knock down shots in the regular season. We've seen you knock down 3-point shots. I have confidence that you can make a shot at the top of the key. Go ahead and put that shit in. You're 6'9" too. Go ahead and knock that shit down. But I'm not going to count Miami out, because I have got to give him props. I told y'all that main Tyler Hero keeps me up at night. Game 4, no less. That motherfucker went off for 37 points. When I tell you, he is going to be a fucking problem. And what makes it even worse is when I found out that he was supposed to be a Celtic. Man. Oh, y'all don't want to hear my mouth if we had got Tyler Hero. I don't know if he'd be the same player, but damn, man. Tyler Hero is something special. That dude is something special. But going into this game tonight, if the Celtics play with pace, they limit the turnovers. Play with pace, and they just don't shoot themselves into a hole. Marcus Smart, I love you, dog. I love you to death. You probably one of my favorite Celtics of all time. Calm down. I know you like the home runs, but I say let's go on a run and then go for the home runs. But if they continue to play with intensity, play with pace, it just seems to me like they're getting tired. These, like, yo, man, for the game that they play, the intensity behind it, especially playing, like, they went from Toronto to Miami, and you can see their offense went up, but it's the fact that they're playing like 2 hard-nosed defensive teams, and Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart, Kemba, and now Gordon Hayward are playing hard minutes. They're playing like, everybody's playing at least 30 minutes a night. Yo, man, I feel bad. I say ice and knees, take care of yourself as much as possible, but let's see how bad you want it. I'm down for you. I'm here in your corner. I wish I could go to a Boston game. I really do. I can't wait to do that one day. I've always wanted to go, but I've never been able to go. Anybody, come on, invite me up to Boston so I can go watch a game. Please, come fuck with your boy. One time for the one time. But let's go ahead and push forward. Yo, congratulations to I don't even want to say this shit. Yeah, congratulations to the Los Angeles Lakers and LeBron James for making the Western Conference Finals. Damn. As a Celtics fan, of course I don't want to see the Lakers fucking thrive. The Lakers got 16 championships. We got 17 championships. I've been holding that shit over my cousin Ant's head for like years. So why the fuck would I want that to change? But in honor of Kobe, rest in peace, I'm going to be a good sportsman and say, well, look, it ain't like I'm competing, but I'm going to be a good fan and say congratulations. Because they deserve it. They fucking put their heads down and they worked hard to get there. Even though the Clippers should have been there to beat them. But we're not going to talk about that. That's been talked about enough. We're not going to talk about that. Shout out to LeBron James. That man balled the fuck out yesterday because he knew not to play around with this Nuggets team. I saw that they started to make a comeback. I think that was down like 14. And then they started to make a comeback at the end of the third quarter. And then it all went to shit from that point. Yo, man, I really, really didn't want to see LeBron in another finals. It was nice to get a break from him, but hey, look, you can't stop greatness when greatness when it happens, it happens. So, as we continue to, go throughout this NBA season, in my opinion, I think this is gonna be one of the. This is just. It's not gonna be any lesser than any other finals. In my opinion, I think this playoffs was just as intense. As a basketball fan, it doesn't look like anybody, well, outside of the Clippers, but it doesn't look like people are just half-assing it or just, not really giving it their all. In my opinion, it seems like people are giving more because you have players like T.J. Warren who stepped up into the spotlight. You had Austin Rivers show up and drop 40 points in that one game. Tyler Hero, he's a rookie dog, and he's balling like he's like out of control. And although I do feel as though the fans truly do play a part, like the energy from the fans, that can make or break a lot of situations. Hey, look, man, if you are a solid baller, if you truly are a solid baller, you're going to ball the fuck out with or without fans. That spotlight is staying on regardless because you know it's at stake. You want the championship, it's right there for the taking. But that goes back to why I think Boston is going to surprise us by surprise y'all because I got faith in my team. But I think they're going to go ahead and get that banner number 18 over the Lakers. So first we got to beat the Heat, then we got to beat the Lakers. Yeah, speaking good things into existence. You speak positivity into the universe and then you let things be. That's what I'm telling myself. Yup, speak it into existence. So now I got to speak some positivity into my Philadelphia Eagles. Dog, I told y'all, I'm 2 for 2 when it comes down to these predictions. So let me go ahead and make a more positive prediction. So the Eagles are about to play the Bengals today, and I'm going to speak positivity on them because we need this win. We truly do need this win. Shout out to Philly 500 because that man said something that I didn't even pay too much attention to, but he said just look at Carson Wentz. He looks heavy. He's not really playing like the 2017 Carson Wentz that carried us to the number 1 seed, that set us up to go win the Super Bowl. Like, the difference in Carson Wentz now versus then is Carson Wentz was much more mobile. My favorite thing about Carson Wentz was not only is he a damn good quarterback that can launch the ball damn near fucking 40, 50, 60 yards down, but it's the fact that he was extremely mobile and elusive. He could dodge the fuck out of anybody. Antibody. 1, 2, 3, nah, man. He was extremely elusive, and now it just seems like he's heavy. And he's not really looking to run or looking to move around like that. And that's one thing that we love about Lamar Jackson and Russell Wilson. Those motherfuckers cannot be contained. They can't. They can look, hold it, and then take off. Hell, Patrick Mahomes, he could do that shit too. So, shout out to them. But I hope Carson Wentz can get out the slump. I don't know too much about Jalen Hurts because I'm trying to get into college sports without jumping on the Alabama bandwagon. But I don't know too much about him. I don't know how he's going to hold up against, these top-level athletes. But we'll see. We'll see. I have faith in the Eagles to do what I say, which is go win the Super Bowl. just like I did in 2017. You can ask my people, ask my friends. I called that shit. I told them, I said, the Eagles are going to win the Super Bowl. I might have said that shit back in 2012, and they didn't win until 2017, but it's the fact that I said it, and it got done. Yeah, come fuck with your boy. One time for the one time. But, yo, man, I got to speak on this real quick because I'm interested to see what kind of topics and opinions some people have. I really want, don't hesitate to comment below how you feel about this. But last Sunday, we had a lot of injuries in the NFL. It was a lot of people who went down. And, yo, man, I was legitimately concerned because I was like, damn, man, why are people dropping off like that? I'm not thinking, like, these are top-level athletes, so I know they know to take care of their body. I know that for a fact. With that being said, I had to think. I was like, yo, so why? What reason would there be for them to have so many injuries? And then I remembered there was no preseason. So now I'm asking myself, like, was them not having a preseason? They had a training camp, but no preseason. Was that truly as detrimental to what's going on now? And the reason why I say yes, it leads into this. It leads into the rhythm, leads into these injuries. Like, some teams just feel off because, like, yeah, it's 4 weeks and those are games that nobody really cares about. It don't really dictate how the season's going to go, but it's the fact that you're getting reps in, you're getting the rhythm down, you're getting more chemistry between teammates, and not just in the games, but you're doing that in the practices too. They're still getting the reps in, getting that chemistry going, just like continuing to talk to one another, learn one another, and communicate. So I'm not gonna discount this season. Like, yo, man, it's gonna happen when the Eagles win the Super Bowl. Hey, look, I don't want to hear nobody's fucking mouth because we're about to make this whole comeback, and then we're gonna win the division, win the conference, win the Super Bowl. Positivity, speak it all into existence. But that's enough for all that, and then a bag of chips. So just to inform everybody, just like a little sidebar, a little, slice, like real quick. This ain't a shout out, but this is a shameless promo. So I ended up making a clips channel. So I understand these are like the shortest video that I got right now is like 30 minutes. I'm not expecting anybody to just immediately, I'm gonna give you 30 minutes of my time to somebody that they don't know. I'm a fairly new YouTuber. So, all right, it's all well, fine and good. So I went ahead and made this clips channel. If you go check out the clips channel and you see what you like, don't hesitate, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for the notifications. And then if you feel like you want to hear more of my opinion on different things, go ahead and come through to the Continuity Cast. Hey, I got nothing but open arms for the people. Come on, come get you a hug. Come on and get this love. But I just want to go ahead and throw that in there just for those who didn't know, for all 4 of you who are actually watching this. Like I said, I appreciate you at every single point. Everybody that is watching this and engaging, you all matter to me because you all are engaging with me and communicating with me and helping me get better at this. So, moving on. Ooh, we got some manga to talk about. Damn, man, we got some shit to talk about. Where to even begin? I'm gonna start with my sons, My Hero Academia. My sons, my boys. What the hell did Horikoshi do to my children? What's going on? What's happening right now, man? Like, damn, my children. All I got left is my hot and look, my icy hot son. But let's go ahead and start from the beginning. So, My Hero Academia, chapter 285. Finally got the chapter number right. But chapter 285, we start with a reminder. So this is like a little flashback that the doctor told Deku. He was like, yo, man, that shit, whatever's going on with your arms is like fireworks inside your arms. And I suspect you got 2 or 3 more times before them things is useless. So Deku, being the young upcoming goat that he is, the young upcoming goat, sacrificing his body, looking like motherfucking Goku, activating the Kaioken times 4. Yeah, I said Kaioken, fuck Kaioken. But activating his little own Kaioken times 100, going all out on Shigaraki, out here letting this motherfucker know, I ain't finna let you live. Shigaraki has this little internal monologue, and he's like, man, this motherfucker's getting on my nerves. He ends up saying, your power's annoying, and Deku straight up said, that's what it's for. He out here looking like Tony Allen, locking down motherfuckers. I ain't mad at it. Let him know, Deku. Let him know, young Deku. But Bakugo, being the only person who truly understands what's going on with Deku right now, he's letting all these other heroes know. He was like, hey man, Deku ain't got much longer. He got a smooth 3-4 minutes before he about to run out of gas in that tank. And that speaks a lot to how Bakugo is very aware of Deku, because I think the last time Bakugo and Deku really saw each other in this kind of predicament was back at that training camp where they got jumped by that vanguard of the villains, League of Villains, right? And Deku is hopped up off of adrenaline. He's constantly on the go. If he sits down for a second, he's gonna feel everything. But right now, he's ignoring all the pain because his adrenaline's pumping. I think that's the exact same thing that's going on with this current situation, because he knows what's at stake. He knows that, like, if motherfucking Shigaraki touches the ground, it's a wrap. It's over. that's game on that. So he sets out in his mind that he's not gonna let him touch the ground. And I think what the animation is gonna do, the anime has to make that shit look like Rock Lee versus Gara, where he didn't let that motherfucker touch anything, keep him in that little bubble, beating the shit out of him. But yo, man, my boy Deku is letting Shigaraki feel it. So going back to how he said, how the doctor said he got 2 or 3 more times to use his arms like that. This main Deku says, all right, bet. And he just launches. He unloads attacks on him. He's giving him all kinds of... look, he gives him St. Louis, Wyoming, and another smash. I can't remember the name of it. But yo, man, my boy is out here putting in the work. He's put the team on his back to try and beat Shigaraki. And Shigaraki even admits, he was like, yo, man, my regeneration is not going to be able to take... It can't take the damage that he's giving to me right now. But that goes back to, hey, man, somebody's got to do something quick before Deku gets fucked over. So a little bit more into it. You see Bakugo continue to have like some type of monologue, or not monologue, but he's thinking to himself about the damage that he's done and how Deku is and how dedicated he is, especially after he got the power of One for All. And I'm not going to say it inspired him, but it really connected with him because of how he saw Deku previously and how he's looking at him now. You see the growth in Bakugo. It's like, yo, man, my son, my baby boy has finally decided that he's going to quit his ways and become a man. I can't help but be fucking proud. So Bakugo gets the heroes up there. Bakugo snatches Endeavor, and these motherfuckers go up there, and my boy Endeavor warns Deku to get the hell out the way, and he lights off a fucking Prominence burn immediately. And I'm like, ooh, fuck, like the art is amazing, dog. This dude Shigaraki he's lit the fuck up. He don't know what the hell's going on. It's like straight charcoal. And you think that shit's finally going good for the heroes until you see that hand, and that boy All For One comes out, and he's like, yo, hey little homie, let me get that body up off you. Let me show you how it's done. So as soon as you think that shit is sweet, Shigaraki's body is what I'm gonna say ends up activating the force activation quirk, and it stabs the shit out of Endeavor. So Endeavor he's hurt. He's fucking look. This is like he's saying it gets worse and worse and worse as it goes on. And this is without Gigantomachia showing up, dog. I'm getting scared. But these are, I want to say, like the top 3 heroes. No, top 5. No, maybe top 10. I think all top 10 heroes are fucking down and out for the count. And the situation keeps getting worse. So when the force activation quirk gets activated, now Endeavor's down, and you see, I want to say it was Shigaraki, or it was All For One in Shigaraki's body, calling Deku little brother. Now, I don't know if that's because he can sense obviously Shigaraki can sense the One For All inside of his body, so that's probably what draws him to it. But yo, man, the fucking fear, my heart sank when he said little brother. I was like, oh god, Deku, you might want to get the fuck out of there. So an attack gets launched with the force activation quirk. You think, oh man, it's a wrap for Deku. That's it. That's game over. And then out of nowhere, Bakugo's body just moves by himself, and my boy decided that he was gonna prove himself as a hero, not to Deku, not to anybody else, but to us as the fans. like what heroic shit has Bakugo really done before this? And this is probably like the number one thing. Like, yo, man, Bakugo's character development shot up because Bakugo took the L for our boy. He ended up getting stabbed in like the shoulder and the stomach. I don't think he's gonna die, but I think the situation is gonna get worse because maybe this is how he ends. Shigaraki's gonna end up stealing Bakugo's explosion quirk, and if that happens, dog, yo, man, we're gonna need some. We're gonna need some therapy. We're gonna need a whole lot of therapy to deal with this shit. But yo, man, this chapter of My Hero Academia this is my favorite arc. I cannot wait for this to get animated. This has been fucking amazing to read weekly. And then next week, not even next week, I don't know why I mentioned that, but I'm sorry, I'm gonna cut that out. Let's get back into our rhythm of things. So let's talk about some Goat Piece. So new One Piece chapter dropped, right? Oh, it feels so good to say that. Ooh, chills. Mufasa. Get chills every time I hear that. So new One Piece chapter dropped. And it's nice to see the family again, even though you get it like once every other week. So we start the chapter with the numbers being knocked down for the count by Diaz Drake. All right, so Diaz Drake is coming up to Luffy. He's like, "Yo, man, I'm trying to be down for the squad. Like, what's up, man? Can I come through?" And you got Frankie, Jinbei, and Zoro off the rip telling him to fuck off. Everybody's telling him to suck their dick. They don't want to fuck with this dude because he's been down with Kaido the whole time. And now there's some shit's going left for him also. Now you want to come over here to us. But Luffy being Luffy, he says, "Nah, man, it's cool. Come on. You can join us." Yo, I'm really thinking like my boy Luffy got that confidence. It reminds me of Goku where he's like, "Yeah, man. I mean, you cool now. You can come through. Because if you don't, I'll beat your ass." So it's either you get fucked up by Queen and them or I fuck you up. Whichever one you prefer. Because I'm about to say I'm the main character, so I'm going to fuck you up. Now, moving on, we got fucking Luffy running through, and Sanji catches up to him, and you can see my boy shine with that observation hockey. Luffy is getting better and better at it because he tells Sanji, "Yo, man, cover your ears." As soon as he does that, you see fucking Scratchman and Pooh show back up, talking his shit, trying to use his music powers, but it doesn't affect them because they got their ears covered and they can't hear it. And then you see like one of these giant fucking numbers show up out of nowhere carrying another one, trying to use that as a weapon. So Jinbei tells Frankie to get on down and go outside to draw him outside. So it looks like we got that 1v1 going on right there. Frankie versus a fucking giant. I think that's even bigger than Oars. So I can't wait to see how that goes down. Hopefully I get to see another radical being. Because yo, man, once again, shout out to Patrick Seitz because, yo, if you seen One Piece Film Z and you heard how he yells Radical Beam, no shit, that shit gets you fucking hype, bro. That shit gets you fucking hype. But then we end up seeing Page One and Ulti. They recognize Straw Hat Luffy, and they're already they're trying to catch up to him and beat the shit out of him because Luffy and Sanji beat the hell out of Page One and Ulti. So Page One goes ahead and transforms into his dinosaur form. As soon as he opens his mouth, Usopp fills that shit up. My boy Sniper King came through and got his ass. And we get a little funny moment where you see Nami and Usopp's behind her talking shit, talking trash to Ulti and Page One. So Nami slaps the shit out of him, and then they end up running away. So I think it's gonna be cool to see Page One and Ulti versus Usopp and Nami. It's real nice to see Usopp and Nami get some shine again. I can't wait to see what kind of new tactics and techniques they're gonna do. Moving on, I think Sanji's still with Luffy. I can't remember off the top of my head. I wish I had it pulled up right in front of me, but I don't want to sit on my phone in front of y'all. But I really can't wait to see what they do next. I think the next thing that happens is Zoro and Diaz Drake are still talking to one another because Zoro just doesn't trust it. He's already had to fight 2 other supernovas. Now I got another supernova in my face. Hell no, I don't trust you. Even if my captain says you cool, nah, man. I'm going to keep my eye on you. So Scratchman and Pooh starts talking, and I think he's trying to wake up some of the numbers and whatnot. So Zoro and Diaz Drake immediately jump him to tell him to shut the fuck up. I don't think we're going to get a 2-on-1. I don't think that. But, it's kind of looking that way. I still think Zoro and Sanji are going to fight King and Queen. That's what I believe. I believe that it's time for our boys, like Zoro and Sanji, to go ahead and step up into that next level of, like in their power scale where they're proven commanders. Because Luffy's a Yonko now. There's no going back from that. So now they got to step up and be the commanders that they rightfully are. You know what I'm saying? But we got a pretty solid chapter, and then shit pops off when we leave the Straw Hat crew and then we go up onto the roof where we are reunited with Kaido and then the samurais. So we get a nice little... Unfortunately, we missed the fight. We don't get to see the fight, but we get to see what happens. So Jack ends up getting knocked out. He loses a fucking tusk, and he's passed out. And Kaido says, nah, man, don't even worry about it. It's not because you're weak. It's because they're fucking strong. And you end up seeing the Sulong forms of, damn. I really don't want to butcher any names, so I'm not going to say the names. But I'm going to say Dogman and Catman just because I fucked up. Hopefully somebody can correct me in the comments below, or I edit the names on there or onto the video. But you end up seeing the Sulong forms, and that shit is fucking hype, bro. These motherfuckers look like fucking problems. Like, yo, man, they don't even... They look like they're about to handle Kaido alone. And Kaido says, alright, bet, I ain't finna sit back and let y'all keep killing my dear subordinates. So he ends up, getting his big blast ready, and then we see Kinemon jump up and he cuts into the blast. So this chapter it was pretty dope. It was pretty dope. I'm not gonna say it was hype. I'm not shaking from it yet because I think that's gonna come in the following chapters when we start seeing the fights. But this was a pretty solid chapter. It's nice to have One Piece back into the conversation. Hopefully, COVID ends up going the fuck away. Big Rona leaves, and we can get some more One Piece chapters on a consistent basis, or even more Shonen Jump chapters. I've been missing having something to look forward to every Friday or Saturday or Sunday because they keep changing the days. But that's all I got for today, y'all. This was really fun. Go ahead, get into, and you know what? Yeah, so I don't really have any updates. This is basically me stalling for time. I'm gonna fix this shit in a minute, but I don't really no, I'm going to finish this up. So thank you once again for joining me on the Chris Cage Continuity Cast. I do appreciate it. If you like what you see, please don't hesitate to hit the like button. Please don't hesitate to subscribe. Ooh, I can't talk. And then click the bell for the notifications. This has been great. This has been fun. Once again, thank you so much for being with me on this journey. We'll see you next week.